Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this is my channel KGFL Creations. It's Friday, so you know what that is. Another episode of hashtag Friday Sews. Let's start this Friday Sews with what I am wearing. This is one of my two Melody Domin by Love Notions. I made this one last year, maybe 2024. Don't remember. Could have been maybe it was 2023. Don't remember. But I love this top. Love it. This is a linen rayon blend that I got from Joann's long time ago. Made this. It's great. The only problem is that I have to iron every time I wash this. But that's the problem with linen. So yeah, that's what happens. Now let's talk about what has been going on here in the sewing room. I can tell you that nothing has been going on here in the sewing room since last week when I recorded the last video. Yes, I needed to take a break. That's the honest truth. I needed to take a break. That was an intense sew. Yeah. A break was needed. Also, I am a bit scared to cut into that nice fabric. That is the honest truth. I am scared of cutting into that. So I needed to take a little break. The pattern is, everything is still sitting here in the sewing room. Nothing moved. Everything is still here. But yeah, needed to take a little break. But some other things happened, something that has not happened in a while. I have not purchased fabric in a while. Actually, my daughter purchased a fabric for her trench coat, the green fabric and the silk lining, but I have not purchased anything in a while. So I ended up going to Walmart, a big Walmart, a Walmart that I like to go when I'm looking for something specific. I was looking for something specific that day and I'm like, okay, I need to go to the big Walmart. So I go there and I'm like, oh, let me take a look at the fabric and the little bundles, because that place they usually have a lot of those bundles. So I ended up getting, I have it out here, 2 baggies, yeah, of bundles of fabric. So let me show you what I got. Everything that I got there is knit. Still have not found any woven fabrics that I like. So this one here, this is three yards for $8, and this is a pretty thick knit. So got this one. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but wanted to get this one. Another knit. This is fine. It's just thin knit. This is 2 yards for $4. It's like a little what is this called? Like a hatchy type of fabric. It's like is it black or very dark gray with the tiny little white little stripy things going on. This one here. So got this one and this last one from this one bag. This is 4 yards for $6. This here, and it's like a purple, cream, black, little lavender color. It's actually pretty. It's also a knit, and it's thin knit. So don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe a little t-shirt, maybe pajamas, something to wear at home. So yeah, got a bunch of knits. Now bag number 2, also a little knit. This is a plain gray. It's kind of a wide rib, little ribbing going on, and this was 2 yards for $4. It's thin. It's not a thick fabric. So maybe a little cardi or something. We'll see. I'll ask my daughter if she wants anything with any of these. And this was really out of my comfort zone. This is, look at this color. But I liked it because of the little stars here. Yeah, so I like this. maybe like a pajama bottoms or something. A little pajama with this. Also, this was 2 yards for $3. Well, this was nice and cheap. $1.50 a yard. Also, pretty thin fabric. I always have to pull it out so I can feel, because it's folded, so you have to pull it so you can see it. And yeah, it's pretty thin fabric. Let me stuck it back in here. So yeah, this is a different color for me, very different. And the last one I got, to one of the little packages. It's a Waverly Inspirations, 3 yards of fabric. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was on sale, so I got this. This is not for me to do anything for myself, because we just came out of the Dress a Girl Around the World. Remember, I did a bunch of dresses back in September, and I wanted to get some extra plain fabric, so I got the black, because I have some orange fabric with some black dots. I have purple with black. I have some fabrics with some black accents. So I decided to get a plain black so I can mix and match the fabrics. So for next year, I'm hoping to cut a bunch of little dresses and have them in already cut, so whenever I have some free time, I can just pick up one dress and sew it, and that's it. So that's the intention, to cut as many as I can of the fabrics. You know, I like to cut of one fabric a whole dress and another a whole dress, so I can do a little mix and match and switch fabrics around, and in a nice color combination, so it looks pretty on both dresses. So that's what I like to do, and that's the intention. Do some more cutting for Project Dress a Girl for 2026. I'm thinking ahead already. And what else? Little bits here. You know, Walmart also has notions. So I got some rickrack, medium rickrack, some white. Ugh, don't know if you're gonna be able to see that because it's in plastic. Yeah, it just says medium rickrack, white rickrack. I like to put these in the pockets for the dresses that I make. And because I ran out of the 1/4 inch elastic when I was making the peasant dress for the Project Dress a Girl, I ran out of the elastic. I just finished the whole thing that I got. So I got a little package of 1/4 inch elastic for when I make the peasant dresses. For the sleeves in this upper portion here, I have elastic for that. And even if I need elastic for something, a blouse for me, and if I want to do like a bishop sleeve or something that I need elastic, 1/4 inch elastic is a must. Now let's talk about the plans for this weekend and for the week ahead. I need to get going with the actual trench coat, the Acari Trench Coat with the green wool fabric and that silk. I need to get over myself and cut into it. Yes, I need to do it. I need to get in there and do it. Yeah. So it will happen this weekend. It is starting this weekend. No more waiting, because the trip is coming up soon and I need some time to finish the jacket. Don't want to be rushing at the end. This takes a while. You know, you guys know it took me forever to make the first one. I'm hoping that this one will take as long because I already know what I need to do. I've made one already. Everything is still fresh in my mind. And I'm hoping that this one will go a little bit better. Granted, different fabrics. The outer fabric is wool. The lining is silk. So we'll see what happens with that. I know that I have to switch my needles. I have to be very careful the way I sew it. And yeah, it is happening this weekend. I am starting next video. I will show you the cut pieces and how far I have gone with all of that. So yes, it is happening. It is happening. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like this when you have something that is expensive and you are really afraid to cut into it? Do you guys feel that way? Is it just me, or everybody feels that way? I don't know. Leave me a little comment below if you feel that way, or if I'm just exaggerating too much on this little problem that I have. Yeah, I think it happens. I do think it happens. There was a precious fabric competition or something last month, I think. Yeah, I know a lot of people have precious fabric, and sometimes they don't want to cut it, but oh my goodness. Yeah, nah, I'll do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. So that is the plan for this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about life. Well, there's not much happening with life. It's been very busy at work, planning a little time off. Well, we're going to Washington, D.C. I told you we're going to Washington, D.C. in November. Also need to take some time off. And then after that, the holidays come around. And then they're sewing. Ooh, just thought of something. I need to sew something for my Christmas dinner party at the office. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot about that. Ooh, I need to plan that. Wow. Yeah. That just popped into my mind. Need to figure out what I am going to do for the Christmas dinner party this year. Ooh, wow. Yeah, let's see. Have to put my thinking hat on. But other than that, there's not much going on with life. I am feeling good. There's no complaints about anything. So yeah, everything is nice and slow moving, just the way I like it. One thing that I forgot to talk to you about. Remember the video that I had with the 20 sewing questions? I had to think about a couple of things about my closet and how much I have of ready to wear and of my me-mades. And with that, I wanted to see how much of my me-mades and how much of my ready to wear I am actually wearing. So I decided to do something. It's a bit out there. I started learning a little bit about Google Sheets and Google Forms. And I have, on a personal note, I have a grocery tracker. I track everything that I buy at the grocery store and how much I spend in each place. If I go to Walmart, if I go to Publix, if I go to BJ's, if I go to Costco, how much I spend in groceries. And I created a Google form for that. So a Google form is something, don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You go and you create a form, and then every time I go to a supermarket, I get the receipt. I open my Google form and I input everything that I purchased that day. Let's see, on my form I have bacon, I have eggs, I have milk, everything that I buy all the time. It's listed in my form, everything that I purchase. So if I purchased bacon, if I purchased egg, and the price that I purchased. If I purchased bacon, I click on bacon, and the supermarket that I purchased at, let's say I purchased at BJ's, so I click BJ's, and the date, always the date has to be, the date is the first thing, and then the item that I purchased, the supermarket that was purchased from, and who purchased, if it was myself, if it was my husband, or if it was my daughter, because I want to see how much each of us are spending at the supermarket. And at the bottom, it's the actual price. So I input everything, I hit submit, and that goes into a Google Sheet. Yeah, I created all this stuff a while back watching some YouTube videos. I learned some of this stuff, so I created that. So I do that on a personal note because I want to know how much I'm spending on the supermarket. And with that, I thought, maybe I can create something for my wardrobe. And every day I can click on something that I'm wearing. So let's say Monday, I put the date. Let's say Monday, it's 10/12. No, 10/13, Monday, the holiday. So I click the date and it's a Monday. And if I'm wearing a dress, I have all my dresses, all my me-mades, because I only have me-made dresses. I don't have ready-to-wear dresses. Everything is listed there. If I wore a dress to work that day, I will click on the dress that I wore and the shoes that I had. Also, I listed pretty much all of the shoes that I had. And then hit submit. That goes into a Google Sheet. It goes straight into a sheet. And then next day, same thing. Tuesday, well, not Tuesday. I work from home on Tuesdays, so I don't wear anything nice. Wednesday, click on the date, whatever date it is. Wednesday, if I wore a dress, if I wore a top, like this top here, Melody Doman, a teal Melody Doman, it's listed there. So I click on that. The bottoms, I have to wear something, a skirt or pants or something, right? So I click on whatever I did wear. Most of my bottoms are ready to wear. Capris, long jeans. I only have three pants that I made. So they're listed there. I have 2 skirts also listed there. So whatever it is that I wore that day, I click on it. Shoes, click on it. Hit submit, and that goes into a Google Sheet. At one point, after like a month, 2-3 months maybe, I will take a look at that Google Sheets and see what I'm wearing every day that I go to work, or even on the weekend. If I go out on a weekend, I can also input what I'm wearing, because I will wear most likely a me-made. If I go out to dinner or something, if it's a birthday party, I usually will wear something nice, and I will input it there, the day, Saturday or Sunday, whatever it is, I will put it there and it will go to the Google Sheets. Wanted to do that because I want to see how much of my me-mades I'm wearing and what I'm wearing every single day. Instead of taking pictures in the morning it's hard to do that, because I'm always running behind and I want to get out of here in time, and so I can get to work in time. So there's no taking pictures in the morning. But my Google Sheets, I can access it anywhere. Not the Google Sheets, the Google form. I can access it from my computer at work. It's easy. Just 1, 2, 3, submit, and it's done. I don't even have to look at the Google Sheets, because I know it's going that way, because that's the way I set it up to go into the Google Sheet. So I have been doing that. Let's see how it works. I want to see what I'm wearing every day to work, all my me-mades, my dresses, how many times per week I'm wearing this or that, pants, ready to wear, and shoes, the whole thing. So it's going to be a nice experiment to see what's happening with my wardrobe, and then I can make a decision on and see what is missing in my closet. I already know pants are missing in my closet. Not that it's missing in my closet. Me-made pants are missing. But you know that I have problems with the fitting of making pants. It is so hard to make pants that fit. Okay, I know that the ready-to-wear pants, they are not good either. But yeah, so that is something that I have been doing. I have started about, I would say 2 weeks ago, I started doing that, because I had to do a lot of the setup. I had to make sure that I could catalog everything that I had in my closet. That took me a little bit to do all of that, but that is done. And as I make new stuff, I will add it to my Google Forms. If I make a new dress, I'll add it to the bottom of the list. A new dress there, so it's there. When I wear my dress, I can click on it. A new blouse, I will add it to my tops. It's called tops, shirts, and tees. It will be listed there. If I make a new pair of pants or a new skirt or something, I will have to keep the habit of adding everything to my Google form. So I just wanted to let you know that's a little experiment that I'm doing. It's crazy, I know. But sometimes, you know, I have some crazy ideas just to keep track of everything that I'm doing. I love a spreadsheet. I love to work on a computer. So yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd, but yeah, wanted to tell you that and see what's gonna happen. I'll tell you in about 3 months what happened with my wardrobe. So that's it. Just wanted to share what has been going on here in the sewing room. Not much. Other than purchasing some fabric and telling you about my crazy idea of cataloging my wardrobe and what I'm wearing every day. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever done anything like this. Anything, if you have cataloged and written down everything that you wear every single day so you know what you're doing with your wardrobe. Yeah, I don't know where I got that idea from, but yeah. Let me know if you guys have done that. If you liked this video, can you please hit that like button below? And if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.